Okay, let's speed it up a bit. Wait, why isn't my tempo getting faster? A lot of people think that if they just play faster using the same touch and technique they used while reading slowly, the speed will naturally increase. But that's not true at all. Playing fast actually requires a completely different approach. So today, I'm going to share 3 steps to increase your piano speed. If you follow these steps, you'll be able to play faster and more accurately. But here's the key. Don't skip any of the steps, and make sure to follow them in order. All right, let's get started. Step 1. Strengthen your fingertips. To play fast, there are a few things you absolutely need, and the first one is finger strength. So why do we need strength at the fingertips? Because if you try to play fast without it, the sound will fly away or become uneven and weak. Having strength in your fingertips means you can press the keys firmly and stably, so the sound stays clear and controlled. That's why you should start by playing slowly and focus on pressing each note clearly and evenly. Don't just tap the keys lightly. Push them down firmly with your fingertips and aim for a solid, stable tone. Now, super important, you should never put tension in your arms or wrists. Keep them totally relaxed. Think of it like this. Your arms should feel like a limp body, completely relaxed, no strength at all. All the control comes from your fingertips, not from your arm muscles. That's how you build the foundation for true speed and control. You see, when I teach this part, I often tell my students to imagine that the keys go deeper, all the way down here. Normally, the keyboard ends here, right? But I say, pretend it goes all the way down. So when you play, think as if you're pressing into the depth of the keys. It's not just about hitting harder. It's about feeling the weight go through your fingertips. Your arms and wrists have weight, right? Building finger strength means learning to carry that weight through your fingertips, kind of like how your legs carry you when you walk. So don't think of it as pressing hard. Instead, think of it like walking with your fingers, putting your weight gently but firmly into each key. At this stage, don't worry about speed. Focus on stable, precise touch and feeling the depth of each note. This part can actually take quite a bit of time, especially if you're preparing for college auditions or majoring in piano. If your teacher has ever told you that your fingertips are weak, you really need to be patient and stick with this method. Oh, and one more thing just in case. To really feel the keys with your fingertips, you have to keep your nails short, like mine. Some students look at my fingers and go, "Teacher, that must hurt." But honestly, keeping your nails short helps your hand shape stay stable. Now, the second step, independence. If you're taking lessons, you've probably heard this word a lot. Independence means being able to move each finger separately. Think about sprinting. You all know that to run fast, you need bigger strides, right? If your stride stays tiny and you try to run fast, you end up getting tense because your legs can't keep up. Fingers are exactly the same. Sure, when we actually play fast, the movements get small. But unless each finger knows how to move independently, your hand will tense up the moment you try to increase speed. How do you practice independence? Some teachers have students lift their fingers like this to practice. But don't overdo this. It can be too much. Usually, if you can play scales or arpeggios with good finger independence, you already have enough of the basics. Then, when you play pieces, focus on feeling the weight and depth of the keys, just like we practiced earlier. Now, the third step, hand shape. This is super important. Just like good posture matters when you're running fast, your hand posture matters when you play fast. Your hand shouldn't be too curled, but you also shouldn't flatten your fingers. If you play scales like this, the sound suffers. If you curl too much like this, you create tension. And again, short nails help with this too. Long nails get in the way and break your hand shape. Each finger also has a different role. Your thumb, index, middle finger, they all work differently. I'll make a separate video just on that. Alright, so up to this point, step 1 is incredibly important. Let's review step 1 real quick. finger strength, independence, hand shape. You have to keep all three of these in mind while you practice. If step 1 is solid, then step 2 and step 3 will come so much faster. But step 1, yeah, it's honestly boring and not very fun. That's why a lot of people rush through it or give up. Step 2. Relax the arm and move only the fingers. Once your fingertips have built enough strength, you need to move on to learning how to relax your arm. This is where you try to play using only your fingers while keeping your arm and wrist completely loose. For example, something like this. Think of it as playing with almost no sound. Because when I tell students, relax your hand and just play lightly, most people still play the same way as before. But if I say, pretend you're not making any sound, just move your fingers, then they finally get it. It should sound like this. Pretty much nothing, just the fingers moving. But the tempo stays the same. The same tempo as when you practice slowly. Why? Because when your arm tenses up, it becomes impossible to play fast. So you have to train your arm to stay relaxed. Try practicing slowly, imagining that you're not making any sound, and let your fingers move softly and smoothly. Using a metronome to keep a steady tempo is also extremely effective. Now, if you've made it through step 1 and step 2, you might notice your finger strength has dropped a little again. That's normal. So while you practice step 2, you also need to go back and repeat step 1. You should go back and forth. Step 1, step 2. Step 1, step 2. Building both sensations together. Alright, now for the final step. Step 3, speed training. This last step is super important too, and once you're ready for it, it actually comes pretty quickly. Why? Because you've already built everything in step 1 and step 2. In this stage, the key is this. Take what you practiced in step 2, moving only the fingers, and start increasing the speed. Something like this. You're just raising the tempo. Don't think, okay, I'm gonna play fast now. Instead, use a metronome. Raise it little by little. And then faster. That's how you build speed. Are you worried that you might drop notes? Don't worry. If you build proper fingertip strength in step 1, you won't drop notes. And here's something a lot of people don't know. Dynamics, loud and soft, are deeply affected by speed. Most people think press hard equals loud, press softly equals quiet. Sure, that's partly true, but speed makes a huge difference. Watch this. If I press really hard but move slowly, the sound barely comes out. But if I completely relax my hand and just pass over the key quickly, the sound becomes loud. So speed alone can create volume. This is why you can relax your hand and still get a big sound. Now, one more thing. Last time I talked about phrasing. Breaking a phrase down into smaller chunks is a fantastic way to build speed. Actually, I'd say it's essential. For example, if this whole long phrase feels overwhelming at full speed, don't try to play all of it fast. Just take 4 notes. Only these 4. Then expand to 8. Then add a little more. And eventually, you cover the whole phrase without feeling stressed and with much better accuracy. So today, I explained the full 3-step speed building method. If you keep practicing these 3 steps consistently, you'll be able to play faster and cleaner, and honestly, I believe you can play any etude with this. Today was the 3 steps to increase your piano speed lesson. Repeat these steps regularly, and fast passages will start to feel natural, even easy.